Hi everyone. The present video is with regard to the rights of the independent music artist. Those are prevailing in India. So this video is very important from the perspective that what are the copyrights or intellectual property rights of the independent artists in India or regional artists in India and how they can protect their right. Firstly, there is a need to understand their right and the fast pacing change in Indian music industry. So the size of the music industry in India, which was expected to grow by the rate of 6% around, and presently the global market size of the music industry is $34 billion. This is a very big market size, and we have seen a very stupendous or say a very reasonable growth in previous years. और यही अगर हम बात करें with respect to the size of the Indian music industry, the size of Indian music industry was $7.4 billion in 2007, which now has reached to a point of $21 billion. और ये जो डाटा मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ, this is a data published by Deloitte or FICCI, and the size of Indian music industry is expected to go एट द रेट ऑफ 15%, और ये साइज एक्सपेक्ट किया जा रहा है कि बाय द एंड ऑफ 2024 इट विल रीच टू $28 बिलियन. तो इससे एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं द साइज ऑफ कमर्शलाइजेशन इन इंडियन इंडस्ट्री एंड हाउ द कमर्शलाइजेशन इज गोइंग टू हेल्प the scenario of growth for the musicians, independent artists, lyricists, composers, sound recorders and everybody. नाउ द डिजिटल म्यूजिक सेल्स का भी अगर हम परस्पेक्ट लें, डिजिटल म्यूजिक सेल्स 2013 तक थी $60.6 मिलियन की. ये इंडिया की फिगर्स की बात हो रही है, एंड 2018 में ये डिजिटल म्यूजिक की जो सेल है वो $120 मिलियन की है. आप इस चीज़ से समझ सकते हैं कि इंडियन म्यूजिक इंडस्ट्री किस पेस से ग्रो हो रही है, और ये जो दोनों फिगर्स हैं ये डेलोइट की पब्लिश रिपोर्ट है. नाउ coming to the point of intellectual property rights of musician in India. So whosoever is holding the copyright is basically is considered as that he is the first and the exclusive owner in that work. अगर किसी ने lyrics लिखे हैं, अगर वो उसके पास copyright है उन lyrics का, then that means he is the owner of that work. Someone has composed a music एंड ही हैज़ कॉपीराइट फॉर दैट वर्क, दैट मीन्स कि वो उसका एक्सक्लूसिव राइट है, कोई उसकी परमिशन के बिना उस वर्क को यूज़ नहीं कर सकता. सेम गोज़ फॉर साउंड रिकॉर्डिंग एंड सेम गोज़ फॉर प्रोडक्शन लेवल हाउसेज. अगर कोई वर्क उन्होंने क्रिएट किया है, दैट विल बी देयर एक्सक्लूसिव वर्क विद एक्सक्लूसिव ओनरशिप. नाउ कॉपीराइट से होगा क्या? कॉपीराइट्स विल प्रोवाइड यू एक्सक्लूसिविटी. नंबर वन, नो वन कैन रिप्रोड्यूस योर म्यूजिक राइट्स. अगर आप इंडिपेंडेंट म्यूजिक आर्टिस्ट हैं, आपके पास कॉपीराइट है, तो दैट मीन्स नो वन कैन यूज योर वर्क और रिप्रोड्यूस योर वर्क विदाउट योर कंसेंट. सिमिलरली, even if someone has to perform the work, now here we are talking about the performance either at the place uh, which can be a place of a concert, either at some event or either at some hotel or anywhere, or no one can communicate your work. Communication by means through radio, television or any module without your permission or consent. Even the adaptation of music rights cannot be done without your consent. जो cover songs वगैरह ये बनते हैं, even that can't be reproduced without your permission or consent. First, they are required to obtain the license from the relevant person who is the owner of the work. Similarly, if you are the copyright owner, that means you have exclusive right. तो आप ही उस अपने वर्क का या तो किसी को असाइनमेंट कर सकते हैं या लाइसेंस दे सकते हैं. असाइनमेंट और लाइसेंस का डिफरेंस समझना बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. आई विल डिस्कस इन द लेटर पार्ट ऑफ दिस डिस्कशन. So if you are the author of any lyrical composition, sound recording, copyright says that you are the first owner of copyright. ये कॉपीराइट एक्ट 1957 क्लियरली बोलता है. एंड इफ एनीवन यूजेस योर इंडिपेंडेंट म्यूजिक राइट विदाउट योर परमिशन और कंसेंट, इन दैट केस यू कैन टेक लीगल एक्शन फॉर इन्फ्रिंजमेंट. दैट हैज बीन क्लियरली एक्सप्रेस्ड बाय कॉपीराइट एक्ट 1957. There comes a question now, where to register your original work. So You need to understand that the Copyright Office, Government of India, is the main and the primary body for copyright law in India. Copyright Office India ने realize किया that it is very difficult for a artist or basically a musician or any sort of a creative industry people to basically find out that who has utilized their work. Now everyone is creating their work on everyday basis to register their work before the Copyright Office India. So therefore they allowed the societies who have to register with the Copyright Office, and these societies are allowed to basically register your work, and thereafter they can grant license on your behalf. So Indian Performing Rights Societies, फोनोग्राफिक परफॉर्मेंस लिमिटेड, इंडियन सिंगर्स राइट एसोसिएशंस, ये तीनों इंपॉर्टेंट और सिग्निफिकेंट एग्जांपल्स हैं ये तीन सोसाइटीज़ का जो कॉपीराइट ऑफिस इंडिया के साथ रजिस्टर्ड है. सो फॉर बिजनेस ऑफ इशूइंग एंड ग्रांटिंग लाइसेंस फॉर एनी लिरिकल, म्यूजिकल और साउंड रिकॉर्डिंग वर्क can be done through registered copyright societies only, and these all three above stated are the famous copyright societies of India. While we are talking about the societies in India, there is also another point that I would like to add on, that Indian Singer Rights Association is the one of the significant society which established basically the rights of the musicians or singers in India, and it is on account of the struggles of this society that today we see that they are paid in equal parallels to the other contributor in any music video or audio. So earlier there was a dominance of production houses and labels, and in singers not used to get any royalty for their work which they have sung. So the whole royalty used to go with these production houses or label. But now singers can also basically enjoy their royalty through these societies, since they have sung the song. That was their creativity, and accordingly they have also the right to get the royalty. I won't say only, but also. Benefits of copyright क्या होंगे? As I have said, you can claim royalty for your work. You have right to initiate legal action against anyone for infringement. Thereafter, you have right to grant assignment, license and assignment for your work. You have exclusive right of reproduction, performance and adaptation of work. Why to become member of society? किसी भी कॉपीराइट सोसाइटी का मेंबर बनने का फ़ायदा क्या है? दैट दी सोसाइटीज़ आर गोइंग टू कलेक्ट रॉयल्टी फॉर योर वर्क डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम योर सोसाइटीज़, and registration provides you a bandwidth to claim a standard royalty fee without sacrificing your right among big labels or production houses, and even you are not required to identify the interested person who is willing to use your work. This also protects your legal right. Since we are now a community, once you are registered with society, you are a community, and that is the community who protects your legal right. You can check tariffs rate of any society by visiting their website. Tariff rates means if someone wants to utilize your license for their auditorium, for their restaurant or hotel, then what amount of fees they are required to pay. Or for any party they wanted to use their your music, or for any corporate event. Also, there is a no discrimination among author and single window communication is there. So that is the one of the important benefit of registering yourself with the copyright societies in India. Now, license or assignment का difference क्या है? By license, you provide any person an exclusive but limited right to use your work. Once I'm talking about limited rights, there is a tenure for a license for which the person is using your work, against which you are getting a royalty. But in assignment, it is like transferring your complete right. That means it's a sort of a sale thing. You are selling your complete right in any artistic work. After that assignment, you may not have any right in your work. So that means the person to whom you have assigned your work, he has the right to license your work to any OTT platform, any digital platform, or anywhere to any person नाउ यू डोंट हैव एनी से इन दैट, एंड दिस इज द बिगेस्ट मिस्टेक जो आज की डेट में इंडिपेंडेंट म्यूजिशियन और ओरिजिनल आर्टिस्ट on account of the lack of knowledge as well as on account of the reason they are not aware about the rights. Of course, production houses or label houses tend to exploit them also. They tend to sign these clauses that they are sort of assigning their complete rights in their work, and this happens with the independent music on largely on a regular and frequent basis. Now the question is, from where society will collect my royalty? Supposedly, if a radio station has utilized your work, society will collect your royalty from that radio station. Social media platforms such as YouTube or Instagram, they have their own library of work. Now you will see that you are going to Instagram and you are searching for audio, and audios are available on Instagram. That means they are paying for a license of those audios. Similarly, OTT platforms and music platforms such as Netflix, Prime Video, Spotify, Saavn. Then the label, production houses, hotels, movie, wherever license has been taken to use your work, society will collect the royalties from all these places on your behalf, and thereafter they will pay you after deduction of their uh, uh, operational fees. अब क्वेश्चन आता है कि इफ़ यू हैव रजिस्टर्ड योर सेल्फ विद कॉपीराइट ऑफिस गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया बट नॉट विद सोसाइटी, डज इट इम्पैक्ट योर राइट? नो, डेफिनेटली नो. If you have registered your work with the copyright office in India, that you are the first owner of the work, and any day and any time you have right to license or assign your work and collect royalty as per your own wish. But the difference is there is a no community which is famous among people at large to get the license. Neither there is any interest of people with regard I would say the knowledge of people that where they have to approach to get the license, since you cannot be reachable to everyone across the country. So that is why it is better to register with society. Once you are with community, there is always a benefit that you stand strong with community in comparison to the individual person. But definitely that won't make you the less owner of your work if you registered with copyright office your creative work but not with the copyright societies. Even if someone has infringed your work, in that cases also you have equal right to go and approach any court and claim for damages through a suit for infringement. There are two major clauses, or I would say two major points which you are required to pay attention before signing an agreement. This is for every artist, चाहे आप किसी को अपने लिरिक्स के राइट दे रहे हैं, चाहे कोई आप म्यूजिक के या साउंड या वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग के राइट दे रहे हैं. चेक द टर्म ऑफ लाइसेंस. द टर्म ऑफ लाइसेंस शुड बी लिमिटेड एंड रॉयल्टी रेट शुड बी क्लियर. मेक श्योर, द सेकेंड थिंग इज मेक श्योर यू आर गिविंग लिमिटेड राइट्स थ्रू योर वर्क, wherein you must ensure that agreement should not take away your right to license your work. जो आजकल बहुत होता है, they tend to sign the agreements under the pretext भाई हम तो लाइसेंस दे रहे हैं, but ultimately they ended up giving up their whole work in the nature of assignment. नाउ यू आर अ इंडिपेंडेंट म्यूजिक आर्टिस्ट, आपने गाना बनाया, यूट्यूब पे डाला, बड़ा फेमस हो गया. उसके बाद सम लेबल हाउसेज विच इज़ ऑल्सो अ ट्रेंड, और उनके चमचे चपाटे, दे हैव अप्रोच्ड यू एंड दे हैव शोन यू सम बिग ड्रीम्स दैट नाउ वी आर रेडी टू साइन यू ऑन थ्रू लेबल. तो उस केस में आपको क्या ध्यान रखना है? अगर आपने लेबल की एम्प्लॉयमेंट के अंदर कोई वर्क क्रिएट किया है और आपका एग्रीमेंट बोल रहा है दैट यू आर क्रिएटिंग द वर्क अंडर द एम्प्लॉयमेंट ऑफ लेबल, तो दैट मीन्स द लेबल और प्रोडक्शन हाउस इज द ओनर ऑफ दैट वर्क. You are not the owner of that work, but the label or production house is the owner of that work. Make sure about this point. Also, there is also very important point that copyright says that any assignment agreement of your music. इसको ध्यान से सुनना, ये अमेंडमेंट अब आ चुका है जिसकी अवेयरनेस नहीं है, और इसी की अवेयरनेस का बेनिफिट लेते हैं बिग लेबल हाउसेज और एनी पर्सन हु इज इन अ डोमिनेंस पोजीशन in the field of art. The Copyright Act says that in any case you cannot take away from an artist his right to claim royalty in any case. Even if you are signing an agreement and that agreement has a clause which says that you have no right to claim royalty, that clause is invalid. And my friend, now this is not merely a thing which is my whims and fancies, rather than it has been clearly written down under law. Now this is a provision under law. If there is any clause which restricts you from your right to claim royalty, that clause is invalid. But since the labels or production houses are mostly in dominant position, so you ended up by not choosing the rights of royalty willingly. But yeah, you should know that this is the right that you have, and any day and anywhere you can claim royalty for your work, even if it is a case of a assignment also, unless and until you have given up your rights by yourself. Now, what I will advise to an independent musician: protect your copyright and always collect evidence at the time of creation of your work. See, copyright law is the only law which says that even if your work is not registered, but still आपका copyright माना जाएगा if you have the evidence that you are the original creator and author of the work. So for that I would advise कि while you are in the process of creating a composition, a music, a performance, or writing lyrics, record audio, video of the process. During the process, the whole process will be recorded and evidence will be maintained. The other thing you can do, you can write an email to yourself on the day the work you have created of audio or video, and or a lyrical work. In all those cases, you will have evidence that yes, this work was created by me, so I am the copyright owner. अब इसमें डिफरेंस क्या आता है आपके दिमाग में आ रहा होगा, है होता ही ऐसे है तो देन व्हाई देयर इज अ नीड टू रजिस्टर योर कॉपीराइट. सी, अगर आपका किसी से डिस्प्यूट हो जाता है एंड इफ समवन इज यूजिंग योर वर्क विदाउट योर कंसेंट, और आज की डेट में तो इतना एक्सपेंडेड सोशल मीडिया है, इतना एक्सपेंडेड इंटरनेट है, पेनिट्रेशन छोटे छोटे विलेजेस तक है, कहाँ आपका वर्क यूज़ हो रहा है, किसने और कौन फर्स्ट ओनर था, उसको इस्टेब्लिश करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. तो सपोजेटली यू फाइल अ सूट अगेंस्ट दैट पर्सन हु इज यूजिंग योर वर्क विदाउट योर कंसेंट. इन दैट केस फर्स्ट यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू एस्टैब्लिश कि भाई मैं ओरिजिनल ओनर हूँ, ये मेरे एविडेंसेस हैं. इफ आई एम होल्डिंग अ कॉपीराइट सर्टिफिकेट और रजिस्ट्रेशन, then in that case there is a no onus of proof on me. Then the burden shift to the other person that they have breached your copyright, not on you. So you have to keep in mind that this is the difference, that why it is advised to register before the society or to always create evidence of the process while creating any artistic or original work. Read the agreement very carefully before signing with any person, be it a company, label, individual or anyone or any corporate houses. स्पेशली कितने टेन्योर के लिए लाइसेंस दे रहे हो और राइट्स अंडर लाइसेंस. मैनी टाइम आई हैव सीन दैट दे हैव ग्रांटेड द लाइसेंस फॉर 1 year, उसके बाद बेचारे का म्यूज़िक किसी रेस्टोरेंट्स में या किसी एक यू नो एक बड़े ब्रांड के शोरूम चेन में, कपड़ों के शोरूम चेन में बनता रेगुलर यूज़ हो रहा है फॉर 2 to 3 years. बट एग्रीमेंट ओरिजिनली 1 year का था, उसके लिए आपको पे किया गया था. तो मेक श्योर कि यू आर अवेयर अबाउट योर कॉपी राइट्स एंड यू आर अवेयर अबाउट द टेन्योर ऑफ लाइसेंस. अगर आपने कभी ऐसा इंस्टांस देख भी लिया है जहाँ आपका लाइसेंस सामने वाले ने ब्रीच किया है, तो उस केस में मेक अ ऑडियो वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग एविडेंस ऑफ दैट प्लेस एंड देयर आफ्टर टेक अ लीगल एक्शन. बिना ऑडियो वीडियो एविडेंस के पहले उछलने लग जाओ तुमने हमारा ब्रीच किया, उसका कोई रेलेवेंस नहीं होगा लेटर स्टेज पे. यू फर्स्ट हैव टू कलेक्ट द एविडेंस, गो टू दैट प्लेस, जस्ट रिकॉर्ड द एविडेंस दैट म्यूजिक वहाँ पर आपका यूज़ हो रहा है, रिकॉर्ड द म्यूजिक विद ऑडियो विद डेट एंड एवरीथिंग. then you have a strong case to fight with the person who is using without your consent. Register with society as a member. This is also one of the advice for independent musician, and learn about their tariff rates from their website as well as your royalty. जनरली किसी भी गाने में ओनरशिप लिरिसिस्ट, कंपोजर, सिंगर, प्रोड्यूसर या फिर अगर वीडियो हो तो वीडियोग्राफर की होती है, एंड ईच पर्सन हैव देयर ओन कॉपीराइट। अगर इसे प्रोडक्शन के अंदर बनता है तो प्रोडक्शन हाउस आपसे एक एनओसी लेता है कि आप, हाँ, आपने खुद से अपने राइट सामने वाले को दे दिए हैं, द अदर पर्सन इज नाउ द एक्सक्लूसिव ओनर ऑफ दैट वर्क। सो मेक श्योर दैट यू आर aware about your copyrights, your intellectual rights. And the second thing is read your agreement very carefully before signing any agreement for assignment or license. The third thing is you must register your work with the society. Fourth thing is always create a evidence while in the process of creating a work of artistic work or any creative work. So this video is all about the rights of independent musicians, and this is a very basic video with regard to your copyright rights. We will try to share more content that what you are required to see and how agreement should be read if you are signing a license or assignment agreement with any party, and what points to kept in mind before signing these agreements. So next video hopefully will be on the point that what you should keep in mind while signing an agreement, what are the clauses that are required to keep in mind, and the video we will be publishing with the sample agreement only, so that you get to have a practical understanding of this aspect. So if you like this video, please share with the, at least with the artist, if not with production houses or labels, so that they get to know what are their rights, and at least from the very first day you are doing or creating any artistic work, you are aware about your intellectual rights. Thank you very much.